Hello, welcome to some Wednesday night drawing. Very, very clever title that I did not steal from something that's very relevant right now. I'm staring at a blank canvas right now, so I didn't draw a little intro thing like I usually do. Let's do that real quick. Sort of have no. I'm waiting for the day where I actually like have a good drawing idea and like I draw something out on paper and I can spend a stream polishing it up on digitally. But for the time, that's not close. For the time being, I guess we'll just do another little bit of drawing whatever the heck we all feel like. But that's fun too, you know? I don't know why I feel like sometimes when you fill it on the same layer. Oh, I guess it was because, hang on, yeah, if I don't do the select brush tool, then it fills in every pixel. A weird little thing. Hello, Guy, thanks for joining. Let me just draw, we gotta have a silly expression here. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Trying to think of what fancy happenings have been going on that we can talk about. I know kind of the only thing on my mind right now is that iCarly reboot got a trailer, and I haven't looked at it yet. I'll probably look at it in a video, or I mean, I was thinking maybe even on a stream at some point or something. But I'm really surprised that like I think they produced that entire sequel like within a few months. Like I know they were showing like a few behind the scenes pictures of like the actors being like, oh, we just started filming and now it's gonna come out this month at some point. It's very odd. I mean, I guess when they got the money and all that stuff, it's probably not too hard to quickly produce a show like that. I mean, they probably don't even use that many sets or anything. But I guess I'm a little curious to see what goes on in that. But iCarly wasn't really my thing growing up. It kind of was, just because of like, you know, because they had to cancel Drake and Josh, but also because it had like a focus on internet type stuff and video making and stuff. So like it was a little interesting. It was definitely unique for the time. But sort of maybe after the first 2 seasons or something, I felt like I was too old for it, or I don't know, it just stopped appealing to me. I mean, I'm a boy. Can't be watching iCarly. Although, oddly enough, that's something that never bothered me, even though I was bothered by like things like that as a kid. But when you get older, you realize that that doesn't matter at all. Let's draw them, I guess. Always gotta have some sort of Zim thing going on. Just got updated about E3. Yeah, there's I only know right now about Nintendo and I think Ubisoft. Xbox too said their dates for when they're doing their E3 stuff. So that's definitely very exciting. I know it's trending on Twitter right now, like just as per usual, everybody's like, yo, if one of these things could get announced, which one would you want? And it's just like a list of games that will definitely absolutely not happen. And Kid Icarus is surprisingly trending with it, which is one of my favorite completely forgotten Nintendo franchises. So I would lose my mind if the people speak up enough for that to actually be realized. But I don't know. I don't quite know what I'm expecting from E3, but I know everybody's very excited for the new Zelda, which will certainly look cool to me, I'm sure, but I'm not into Zelda for whatever reason. I always hope for Bayonetta 3, but that's been years. Oh, I know that I mean, like maybe if the third game looked interesting enough to me, I would pick it up, but I just don't really know if I like that kind of gameplay or something. But I did play the first game a little bit. Definitely just like the designs and insanity and everything that's in that game seems really cool. But maybe that's more of a thing where I would watch someone play it rather than get it myself. But that definitely needs to have some news eventually. I know the creator or whatever that game is always like memeing about it on his Twitter and stuff, but it's like, yeah, haha, it's funny, but also is the game actually real? It probably is. I mean, No More Heroes was kind of in a similar state, but that's actually going to come out in August, which I'm sure they'll have a little bit of that to show at E3 as well. So I think Bayonetta would happen. Yeah, I know people. So surprisingly, it's kind of just one of those things where like when you know what. Oh look, we're drawing a Zim. So but like Mother 3, for example, I guess like when you know that something isn't likely to happen, it just makes you want it so much more. So that's probably why there's like a sudden uprising of Kid Icarus Uprising fans right now. But I mean, you know, heck yeah, because that Kid Icarus Uprising is like genuinely probably my favorite game that isn't like my favorite like single player game with gameplay, which is a weird, very specific thing to say. But a lot of what I play are like visual novels or like roguelike endless games. So like Kid Icarus is probably my favorite game that is like a story single player experience game, because it's just so funny, it's so goofy. Every level adds like a hilarious new characters and cool set pieces and stuff. Like every single level, like there's not a single level in that game that doesn't do something that I think is interesting. And it's like, even though there's only a handful of levels to do, there's so much replay value with the way the challenges work and the movement system and everything. Even though, yes, it does, on the 3DS, it does really hurt your hand. It's just really satisfying to play, and I love it. But I like that something like everybody wants a remake. But I don't think it's really as easy as people might think, because of how the movement system in Kid Icarus Uprising is really, really focused on like doing really fast movements with the stylus to control the camera. Like you control your aim reticle with the stylus. So it's really easy to like I'm using a Drawin tablet right now. It's really easy to like do this with just holding a pencil. It's not really easy to do that when you're using a right joystick, which is what would end up being on a port or something. So they'd have to come up with some sort of lock-on system or something, or just like kind of slow down the gameplay, which would be a little bit disappointing, but it would help the game work better. I probably should have drawn these little black lines on them before I fill them all, or after I fill them in, but whatever, it'll look fine. I feel like I gotta like watch Zim at some point. I know the creator of Zim has a Twitch channel now, and he does a lot of streams where he just draws and like talks with his friends. I really got to start watching more of those, because I was just in the middle of watching one he did with Adam McMillan, who's one of my other favorite artists. So I was like, well, my two favorite artists did a stream together, I have to listen to it. And it's very entertaining. He's very like calming and also like goofy person. So I gotta look into watching more of those in my free time. He also plays a lot of he does a lot of streams where he plays Call of Duty Warzone, which is kind of surprising. I wouldn't think that he would be someone who's into such a mainstream game like that, I guess. There we go. There's like Dark Zim. He's like, his colors are a little off, but that's fine. I think people really like remakes. Oh, you're right about that. I mean, they just remade the Rugrats, and everybody's loving it, I guess. I don't know. Nobody. I I guess that ties back to iCarly, because the Rugrats thing is a Paramount Plus thing as well. Although the Rugrats will air on TV eventually at some point, they said. But I haven't seen anybody like giving two craps about the Rugrats show. I just know that they put out let's draw Rugrats. They put out they made like an animated short for the new Rugrats that's like a remake of a short from the original show, or just like a scene from the original show. And everybody's looking at that and being like, "Oh, why did they just redo this episode?" But it's like they kind of just did that. They kind of just did that as like a animation test or something. But I haven't been seeing like, so, aside from people being like misunderstanding that scene and being like, "Oh, they're just the whole show's just like a remake of the show," but it's like, no, that was just one scene that they did on purpose. I haven't seen any like criticism towards the show. I've just seen like very minor like positive things about it. Like people think that the style actually looks, the 3D style that they went with actually looks a little interesting and stuff. No like explicit hate for it, but I guess at the end of the day, maybe nobody really cares about Rugrats that much. But I would like to know. This Tommy Pickles. He's got the hair like this. Oh, that arm's not closed. Come on, Tommy. Disappointing me. Who's the best Rugrats character? That's a good question. See, is the best Rugrats character like one of the adults, or is it one of the kids? Can't say I know. I don't have enough immediate memory of Rugrats to know. I just know that it's not Angelica, right? Isn't this guy from Foster's Home? Okay, now I'm trying to guess. Oh, I see what. Yeah, it does look like. Yeah, it does look like Cheese from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. You're correct. I can draw him after that, and we can do a comparison. Guess I have Cheese on my mind, but who doesn't? Cheese is like one of those characters. I was thinking about this the other day, just like Fredburger, where he was like the mascot for Cartoon Network for like a few weeks because he was really, really popular. Because there, you know, in that era of like 2008 or whatever, everybody was really into like stupid characters who would just annoy everybody and say completely random things that were like not related to anything. That's exactly what both Fredburger and Cheese were like. Yeah, let's draw Cheese. I mean, I say he's easy, but then like I don't know, I've never drawn him before. Oh, it's a black outline, so I mean he literally has that head shape like this. But then Foster's Home, they got like, they don't have at least he doesn't have an outline. That chin's a little messed up. Go like this. They were shitposts. You're right. They were shitposts of characters. I don't know if I should be saying that, but I will. I don't have concrete rules for swears on my channel. I tried not to, but I kind of do all the time in real life. And my friends and I do it when we make our videos together. So it's like, I don't know. I don't really think anybody cares. What do his hands look like though? Does he have like I mean, his hands definitely don't look like that. But I don't know if they're lanky or they're tiny. Give him like something like that, sure. Maybe I should have been using the symmetry tool to make that a little easier. He might have stick hands. I don't know. I can look at a reference because I definitely feel like I haven't seen him in a while. I like it saying that. It makes it sound like he's like my friend. Like, oh man, I haven't seen Cheese in a while. I wonder what he's been up to. Like drinking chocolate milk or whatever. I do remember the first episode that Cheese shows up in. I watched when it was brand new at my cousin's house, and like we died. Like it was And then like the rest of my life has been a coma dream. No, it was just like the funniest thing we had ever seen in our entire lives. Like that crotch view. He also has the same exact hair that I put on Tommy as well. Well, maybe just make it like wigglier. And I think he has red eyes, which is creepy. But like, you know, he's happy. He's a good guy. He's a happy guy. I think his eyes are even. You could draw, and his eyes have like sketch lines around them like that. Okay, putting it on the top makes it terrifying, but I think he does have them on the top. Now he looks like angry. He looks like a Dark Souls boss. Well, I'll roll with it. I know. I have a fond memory of the cheese episode being brand new and watching that at my cousin's house, and then also the Fear of a Krabby Patty episode of SpongeBob being brand new and watching that at my cousin's house. I don't know where he should be looking. This is like evil cheese or something. It definitely made it look like he has angry eyebrows. But this is what he looks like. He does have red eyes, I'm pretty sure. And I don't know why. And this is cheese after he found out that like nobody thinks he's funny anymore. Oh, that's perfect color. There we go. He could have chocolate milk pouring out of his mouth. Or blood. Chocolate milk would make more sense. I remember cheese had yeah, that was actually something I thought was really cool. They had a bumper for Cartoon Network that, you know, just a little animation for the logo and stuff, but it was like a pixel art game, like animation of a pixel art cheese game. And then they turned that into a real game on the Cartoon Network website, and I was like, oh, cool. Because it was definitely a commercial before. I don't know why there was a pixel floating there. There we go. That's sort of what he looks like. Cartoon Network City. It's called CN City, I think. Let me look at a picture of cheese real quick. Cheese Foster's home. Yeah, he does have the. I guess they're more scribbly though. He doesn't have an outline. There's not outlines in that show. That's interesting. I guess I could have deleted the outline layer then. Hang on, let me get this picture then. There we go. There's cheese. I guess he's scratching his butt in this picture. I'm trying to remember if in Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion, Cartoon Network's like Smash Bros ripoff game that conceptually is very cool, but like wasn't really that polished. I'm trying to remember if cheese was in that as like an assist trophy or something. Also, did you guys know, because this just showed up on the Google search, so I'll just show it. They're making, these might be out already actually, but there's gonna be Foster's Home Funko Pops, and this one's fuzzy. I think it's normal size, but it's a fuzzy version of Eduardo. I think that's his name. I have to look up if that's his name. Those are cute. I like those. It's a very interesting choice because it's like those are the only Cartoon Network ones that they're doing, or at least like the only like retro Cartoon Network ones that they may have ever done. Because I know there's Adventure Time and there was Regular Show and Steven and stuff. I don't know if they ever did any other retro stuff. I think those are already out. They did Pokemon. Yeah, but Pokemon technically isn't a Cartoon Network show. Funko Pop is dominating everything. But like, they're good though. It's nice, especially for like really obscure franchises. It is nice that they sometimes get recognized, you know, and depending on the show or whatever, they can make them look sort of cute. It is just weird that there's like 8 trillion different like The Office Funko Pops. Like they make like 7 new Office Funko Pops, and it's just like Pam in her costume from season 3 episode 2. It's like, okay, Who cares? Let's do let's draw a Funko Pop. What Funko Pop do we want? Do we want we want a Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls Funko Pop? Okay, let's do that. Gotta be symmetrical, because that's like the whole point of Funko Pops. There we go. Do they have noses? The Powerpuff Girls specifically don't have noses, so I guess if her Funko Pop wouldn't. There we go. A little bit of this. They had Gravity Falls Funko Pops that were pretty cute too. And I especially like, just because I like seeing anime stuff like shown off in a non-anime style. Whenever they have anime Funko Pops, I think they're pretty cute. Symmetry ruler is not really doing me much help here. It kind of just looks creepy. They also have ones for game Don't Starve, and I think those ones look really cool. Like that, somehow that style meshes with this weird black-eyed chibi look pretty well. Wait, how do you do this symmetry thing? Ho ho ho. Secret tips. So I just learned this, like, because I learned that Photoshop had a tool like this by taking a class in Photoshop. So I was like, my program has to, and it does. If they're right here above the layers, there's this thing where it lets you set rulers. I don't know if the little menu shows up, but there's a menu shows up when you click on it, and at the bottom it says symmetry ruler, and then it creates a layer with the ruler on it that you drag around, and then it'll make what you draw symmetrical. And you can rotate it by holding control and all that stuff. It's very helpful, although it does, I gotta get more used to it, because I mean, you can see like stuff, I always end up doing a little too much, and like little pixels like that happen. There's probably little better ways to do it. So what if Funko Pop feet don't look weird, but like Powerpuff Girls are like this, like in the show. So let's just go with that. But yeah, this is my new secret technique, is using the symmetry tool when I when I feel like it. Oh yeah, and I don't have to be filling it like that. Do arms yet. It would have been good to learn this a while back. I mean, same. I only found out about it like a year ago. There we go. This is just kind of creepy, but like it works. Like the Don't Starve ones just have way more detail than they should. So same with the SpongeBob ones. For Funko Pops, yeah. Definitely the Don't Starve ones, and the Don't Starve ones look really good. I mean, there's not really that many SpongeBob ones. I know they made new SpongeBob ones for the spin-off show. That again, nobody really talked about that. I guess nobody cared too much about Paramount Plus. I wonder how Paramount Plus is doing. Oh, we just fill it like that. Yeah. Get the hair. This isn't the same color I use for cheese, right? Well, that's good. See, now, wake me up tomorrow when they announce Comic-Con exclusive Powerpuff Girl Funko Pop. Although, I have Google open already. Powerpuff Girl Funko Pop. Is this a thing that already exists? It is. How old are these? Oh, and they have mouths too. Mine doesn't have mouths. They have like two of the villains too. That, oh, I literally didn't know that. Oh yeah, it must be for the it's for the new show though, because it has the new show's logos, which I guess doesn't make much of a difference in terms of their designs. So these must be from like 2016 then. Hang on, we could show those after I color this in. Also, we have I think I talked about this previously, but we're all very excited for the live action Powerpuff Girls, I'm sure. that the script and or maybe it was just the script, like whatever they had was so bad that they decided to rework it. Now they're writing it over again instead of just outright canceling it, because they know that a live action Powerpuff Girls will make them a lot of money. They just need to not make it terrible, and they seemingly made it terrible. There we go. I feel like she needs a mouth. I wasn't gonna give her a mouth, but because now I see the official ones have one, she could be like, yeah, that's good. Little blush. Ta-da. Bubbles Funko Pop. Funko, hire me. They should hire me, because like this is the extent of my drawing ability. Oh, I cannot download that one. That is a Google gives me a warning when I try to download that one. Okay. Here we go. This is just someone's YouTube video. That's what the actual ones look like. They look like they're glowing in the dark a little bit. Surprised they would have chose him of all the villains, but I mean, that's a cool one for sure. There's also a golden him apparently. There's golden him. eBay, how much is golden him Funko Pop worth? This is what today's stream has come down to. Powerpuff Girls him Funko Pop. Okay, so a normal him Funko Pop is worth like $50. But where's the gold one? Does nobody have the gold one? Nobody has the gold one. There's no results on eBay for the gold one right now. Well, if you're out there, whoops. If you're out there and you own this, like $400. I mean, it's probably more than $400. Golden him looks like an insult. It is creepy. It's definitely weird. Let's just move this kind of to the middle. There we go. There's our first page of art. Beautiful art. Wait, let's keep looking at that for a second, and I'm going to drink some water. We have some grape flavored water with me today, although it's kind of very warm, so it's a little gross, but I'll live. Draw a double D. How about in your next video you put a dog in it? No, yeah, okay. I'll draw a double D. I feel like I drew double D for the at one point when I was doing like the randomized cartoon characters thing. You didn't have to capitalize it. I already know. Also, you're not. How come I didn't make you a mod? Amp. If that is your real name. There's his head. Well, does his neck, like, is there an outline for his neck, or does it like go through his outline? Who cares? This guy's got like this going on. And then he's got like his weird hat. Like I always thought, like he just has a hat on, but I always thought it's supposed to be like a wig, because it's just shaped so weird. But I mean that's the intent of the style, I guess. But like why is it shaped like that? That's definitely not even the right shape, but we're gonna roll with that. Reggae hair. It is a little bit like that. It's weird. Now, where's our live action Ed and Eddie? We talked about that already. Never mind. We're gonna reuse jokes. Let's move them up. Of the Ed characters, I think Eddie is probably the hardest one to draw because his face shape is like so weird, and it's like really, really specific. If you don't get it right, it's gonna look really wonky. Willy wonky. His pants. Oh, they got, he's got like shorts. Maybe I should have used the symmetry tool for this one. That's my new thing that I'm going to say every single time I'm drawing anything. Go. There we go. Looking like a pencil. Be looking like a lamp. I mean, this is literally a lamp. If we zoom, yeah, if we're this zoomed in, it's like one of those illusions where it's like, is it a lamp or people's faces? This is a lamp. I can't quite hear the songs playing right now, but it sounds like Living Tombstone. Two bears high-fiving. Maybe that's accurate. Oh, he needs ears. Very important. I mean, definitely, like when I see Double D in my head, I picture the Squidward from that episode where his head, where like he tries to, the Aaron's episode, we'd call it, yeah. He tries to relax, but he like gets too stressed out about SpongeBob being at the Krusty Krab by himself. And at the end of that episode, Squidward's head like deflates. That's what I see in my head when I have to think of what Double D looks like. And I'm probably the first person to ever say that, but I'm right. Quit booing me. Double D is not the one cheek wonder. His hat. I just make it black, I guess. Then give it like a gray, like ching, ching. You know, it's got like that going on, and that's what always confused me because I was like, it's shiny, like it's like leather or something, or it's like Dib's hair. It's like, well, you know, what's that shine supposed to be if it's supposed to be like a beanie? Because his real hair, I don't know if his real hair shows behind his head like this. It might. I guess I'll have to look at a reference picture, but his real hair is just this or something, and it's revealed in a Flash game, and it's canon apparently. They have like weird eyes too. They have very particular eye shapes. Because his are like, I mean, that's not. Ooh, ooh. How about we just do this? Right? That works. Actually, yeah, after we do this, I can draw, people have already done that. He has an orange shirt. We can draw a 2023 reboot Double D. Purple pants. They're striped on the side of the beanie, not shiny. Listen, I'm using my memory. And my memory says that the shine, my memory says that it is shiny. But I know that you're definitely correct. Ed will look like this in 2020. Yeah, what is that video? I mean, it's like that. I mean, it just happened. Like SpongeBob looks like that. What did they say? Like guys, SpongeBob is going to look like this in 2020. No. What color are his shoes? He said black shoes. That works. Ta-da. We can draw a real face. I want to look at, just because I'm gonna get the face so bad. Let's see what his face actually looks like. Okay, so he has like circular eyes that are close to each other. He has red shoes. Oh, you're wrong. He has blue shoes, apparently, according to this one particular picture that I'm seeing on Google right now. Yeah, good face snow. Good dabs. Yeah, so oh, that's too big. Eyes are like. Yeah, that works. His nose is big though. His nose is bigger than that. Yeah. And then he's got a smile. Yeah, that's good. This is like those TikToks where they're like, I told my first graders to draw Double D. It looks like this. He also got like wrinkles next to his eyes. I mean, that's the best Ed and Eddie face I've ever drawn in my life, but only because I'm looking at our actual picture right next to me. He does that. His teeth are normal colored. You know, something that's interesting about Ed and Eddie is how all the main characters have different colored tongues and mouths. Can't say there's any other show that does that. Maybe the inside of their mouths aren't different colors, but their tongues are all different colors. And that's just like a weird detail. I remember being told that it's because they eat so much candy. But that can't be right, because the whole point of the show is for them to make money to get candy. There we go. That's pretty good. It kind of looks more like Ralph. But there's Double D. We get a reference picture of Double D real quick. There's golden him again. There we go. From memory, that's not too bad. Tiny. That's him and his big brother. No, I guess I don't need to keep that there. Okay, now we can draw 2020 reboot version. Sus. Okay, so this is, we're gonna speed run this drawing. So 2020 reboot Double D is gonna look like this. Gonna have this head. Yeah. And his hair's gonna be like this. What the? I was accidentally clicking the button on my pen. Gonna get this going on. His eyes, you know, he's gonna have this. Nobody even makes these Cal Arts jokes anymore. Everybody's over it. You're looking like a bean. Where's our Ed and Eddie Funko Pops? Those would be. I mean, those probably, with their head shapes and stuff, those really wouldn't work. But it'd be cool because there's like no merch for the series. Oh, hang on. He's got to be another layer so that I don't mess with the other drawing. I don't think head shapes not working stopped them before. I mean, you're right. They did literally make Dory, and that's like the one that everybody makes fun of from Finding Nemo. But I mean, like, in terms of just like the chance of it looking good is like deteriorated because it's like, you know, it depends on what direction they take for it. There we go. Pretty good. Look, he should have another ear on the other side. But there we go. This is what Double D will look like in 2023. Should color him just for for fun. We've already been live for 40 minutes. What the heck? Only drawn like 2 things. Crazy. Time flies when you're having fun. I mean, part of why I don't spend more time. I want to be spending more time, drawing, like my own things, like coming up with art type stuff. But I just don't, mainly because I know it's gonna take like my whole day to finish something. Like if I'm ever trying to dedicate myself to like an actual complete digital drawing, it'll take my whole day. It's very rare that I ever take breaks from drawing something. Whoops. He also needs a nose. And I mean, Amp was right too. The beanie lines go like this. It's not like a shine. But again, as a kid, I was always interpreting that as like a shining effect. 2020 Ed looking through my soul. Yeah, exactly. That's part of it. Helps it helps the viewership of the series, because when you feel like you're being like stared at, it makes you pay more attention because like you're scared, right? Is that like, that's got to be like a YouTube thumbnail thing, right? Like, are there a lot of YouTube thumbnails where the person in the thumbnail is staring right at you? I feel like actually it's more common for it needs to be that way. It's more common for the thumbnails to have them looking away from you. But maybe we should change things up, because if you see somebody staring at you, you're gonna look back at them, even if for a second. Just psychology or human nature, or whichever one of those things it is. Here we go. So that 2020. Let's use text. I never use the text tool in the software. It doesn't work that well. So this is Ed in 2020. This is Ed in 2020. Or like this is Ed. This is Ed on drugs. You can't merge. Oh yeah, I can. Okay. There we go. Don't talk to me or my son ever again. Drink water real quick. All right, that grape water, it's hitting. Ed and Eddie is on. What? Okay, well, this is someone's like art, so I can't just show this. But in the search results for this, or I'll show these because this is relevant. I just need to make sure I mention who made this. This was made by Trey Roxette on Reddit. These are fan art of Ed and Eddie Funko Pops. 10-inch blank. This is, I mean, it's not even a Funko Pop. It's just blank. You know, I don't know why that one was necessary. I like these costumes though. I mean, I don't know. Kind of weird that they'd have to go. I mean, would these be able to balance? They were chewing on stuff. I don't know. Those are pretty good. Those are pretty good. I'm a fan. I'd buy them. Maybe I'd rather buy like these ones than those ones, but yeah, that's good art. Thank you, Google Image Search and Trey Fox on Reddit. Made those 2 years ago on r/Funko Pop. Why on earth am I thinking about Funko Pops right now? I don't know. What else do we got? We're on like a classic Cartoon Network binge. I was talking about Fred Burger. We could draw Fred Burger. I don't know what got me thinking about. Oh no, you know what it was. I don't know if I said this on stream at some point too, but like the like last week for some reason, I had the song from the Keeper of the Reaper episode of Billy and Mandy stuck in my head for like 3 days straight, and I have no idea why. Just it's a very catchy tune, and that's the first episode that Fred Burger appears in. I mean, just listen to that name. Like, there's nothing funnier than that, man. You know, comedy went downhill. Nobody tell TikTok about Fred Burger. Actually, but I'm gonna make a TikTok about Fred Burger. I don't know what he really looks like though. He got like a little bit of a redesign when they did the spin-off movie, and he's definitely way cuter in that one. But my brain really can only see the original version. Hello, and thank you for subscribing, Stone Blueberries. I don't know if that's again because streaming on YouTube is weird. So whenever we get a subscriber notification, it's probably from someone who's actually just watching one of my other videos and not watching the stream, but still necessary to thank them. He's got like hands. He has like a bean elephant. I did like intentionally get like a bean shape going here. He's got little feet. And I just wonder how they came up with this character, and if they anticipated that he would be the mascot for the channel for a time being. For a time. That's pretty good. Does he have a belly button? We'll give him a belly button. I feel like he needs one. No, he's like cute, so he doesn't need wrinkles like that. I mean, I guess this is it. Draw like his hand, he can have like ice cream. There we go. Good ice cream. Or frozen yogurt, sorry, that's his thing. You know, this was actually the first time I ever heard about frozen yogurt in my life was from Fred Burger. A lot of things like that. Like there's so many things where it's like I learned what that was because it was like mentioned in a cartoon. Frozen yogurt is lit. You are correct. Fred Burger's color is weird too because in his original version he was much more yellowish, but then they made him like really totally green when they made Underfist. Oh, but that's like his original color. Then he got like a little greener when they redesigned him. That's blue. Okay. Show both of his designs, then we can do a fight to the death to decide which one looks better. I want his toe beans to be gray, but because the background's gray, that doesn't work. There also are these toe beans, or they're like more like nails, I guess, because he's an elephant. He's a cutie. I like him. I was meaning to... It's so hard for me to watch TV shows that are like... Just because recent cartoons and like all the anime I've been watching are always so story focused, it's really hard for me to want to watch something that isn't story focused. But I did want to watch Billy and Mandy when they put that onto HBO Max. Then I watched one episode, and I mean, it was literally the first episode, I guess, and it was very charming, but I don't know, it didn't hit me enough with laughs and inspiration to be like, yeah, I'll watch the whole show now. But I know that's gotta be something I do eventually. I'm like, feel like I've really missed out on watching a lot of like watching every episode of a lot of shows that I would probably like a lot. Like I've been thinking lately too, like I gotta see what the hype is about with the old Simpsons episodes, right? Like I can't go my life being a cartoon fan and have only seen old Simpsons episodes when I was like too young to understand them. That was ice cream melting. Oh, sorry, frozen yogurt melting a little. There you go. There's Fred Burger, easy. My friend used to be obsessed with Fred Burger. He might be in chat. But I remember at recess at school, he could do a really good impression of him. And I would always be like, oh my God, like it's Fred Burger standing right next to me right now. I want to be done with this drawing so I don't have to keep saying Fred Burger because it's weird to say. Here we go. This is his new design that I'm downloading. I like that design a lot better. And I mean, this one's weird because this is like a mix of both designs. And this is the old design. This is a GIF for some reason. This is going to open? No, GIFs cannot open. It was a still image, but it was a GIF format. So this is his old design. We're gonna hear the evolution. That'd be a good video. Make a thumbnail for that and everything. The evolution of Fred Burger. So this is, I mean, I think he's in Fusion Fall too, so that we can include that. This is his original look. He's very yellowish in this, at least to me. Oh, he has a tail. Crap, I don't remember that at all. And then this is what's, I guess this is like profile picture on the Billy and Mandy wiki, which definitely looks different, but the color is a lot different from this, which is his design in the spin-off. He's also like chunkier in that one. I think the facial expression stuff's closer in these two than in that one. But I love this one the most. This one's very cute. You know, they could have capitalized on this and gave us merch with this little guy on it. I would have loved that. There's also no belly button, unfortunately. You're right. And it's, at least in this one, his toe beans are like kind of sharp. But like his trunk's big. Like I wonder where this one's from, because it's probably from Underfist. But like that's so different from this particular shot from Underfist too. But yeah, by Underfist 2 I mean Underfist as well, because if there was an Underfist 2, I'd be losing my freaking mind. Yeah, that's good. I guess his even in his old design, his eyes are closer together than I drew them. Can I like? Can we Photoshop that a little bit real quick? There we go. We just fill that right there. There we go. That's better. I guess get rid of the belly button as well. Did the music end? Oh, it's about to end. Wowee. Guess we'll just play it. We'll play this one, even though this is the one I played on all the other streams. Let's cover up the belly button. I mean, that's like nudity. It's like he's almost naked. That's not appropriate. YouTube doesn't want to see Fred Burger's belly button. Oh no, it's gonna look like something else. I know what you mean, but don't think about it. Don't think about it. Squidward looks like that too. Anyways, there we go. That's good. Oh, I'm noticing I didn't fill this in on him. Now this song that's playing right now, this royalty-free synthwave, absolutely a bop, as the kids say. What else can we do? Here's a Fred Burger plush. I mean, of course they made this. Never mind. This image cannot be downloaded safely. Okay. Okay. Well, here's what Fred Burger looks like in Cartoon Network Fusion Fall. Very low resolution image of it. Interesting. There's some character. Is it Jake? Throwback to when I made a Fred Burger avatar in Black Ops 2. You did? Fred Burger's that old? Clue Captain, you're the one I was just talking about. Were you here when I was talking about you and how good your impression of Fred Burger was, and it always blew my mind? Okay, I know what we're drawing next. So this is what Jake the dog from Adventure Time looks like in Fusion Fall. He's freaking terrifying. I mean, I kind of see what they were going for with the eyes, but like, what the? And this is what Finn and Jake. This is like their little animated portrait. I was not here. Fred Burger was my icon in elementary school. I mean, he was everybody's icon. Everybody loved Fred Burger. Okay, so we're gonna draw Finn and Jake from Fusion Fall now. Is there like a Fusion Fall like rewritten or something like what people did for Toontown, so I could like play it? Because I remember being interested, thinking Fusion Fall was cool. I was like, yo, what's this? It's like the characters as adults or something. But then it was like an MMO and you had to like read all the dialogue, and I was, you know, like eight years old or something, so I didn't really understand like what to do or anything like that. But now that you know, it'd be cool to have like a retrospective video about it or something. I guess it wouldn't be a retrospective video because I'm unfamiliar with it, but it'd be a good video topic that somebody else has probably already done. Oh, no. His head, it's like this. Like it goes around his head. Then it just has ears like coming out like that. Yeah. I think he has like an anime face. Maybe we want this symmetry going on here. Yeah. There we go. Looks like he's in pain, which I guess is accurate. Play Free Realms? I don't even know what like, I can hear the Free Realms commercial, right? Like there's like a guy with like the character. Was that the one with the dragon or something? I could just hear a voice in my head saying like, "Oh, log on to Free Realms" or something. Like, but I definitely never used that before. Like I can recall seeing it on TV for sure. There's Finn's backpack. He's gotta have. I keep making the pen too thick. We go. Give him legs. I don't know. Like this picture doesn't have his legs in it. I don't really know. We'll just go with like a little bit of this. That works. Then he could be like going like this. He's got like big hands for some reason in this art. His hands are not reversed in the art, but I just like made it. His hands are the wrong directions. Oh yeah, let me do that on another layer. And erase the inside part. As a kid, Toontown and Club Penguin were kind of my only things. A little bit of Roblox, and then also a website called Scratch, which was more like, it was like a build your own game kind of website, so it's kind of a totally different thing. But also there was Wizard 101. Wizard 101, is Wizard 101 still up? It like might still exist. But I played that for a little bit because my friend was into it, but not too much. Not too much. And I remember Wizard 101 like was really harsh about like making you like want to get a subscription, but like I didn't want to get a subscription. Nick's Beacon Quest, yeah, I know. That's definitely something I want to cover. I don't know if it would work better to be a stream or just be a video. It would probably be better to be a video just so I could cut together the funniest parts. But I would love to look back at, show off all the games I used to make on Scratch because I poured so much of my time into that. And like some of the later stuff that I made was actually like stuff that I'm still a little proud of, like proud of just my ability to problem solve some of the stuff I came up with, and and just some of the drawing and stuff I did for those. So that's a thing I got to get to. But my first like finished actual game that I made on Scratch was called Nick's Beacon Quest, but it was supposed to be bacon, and you go around, you play as me, and you collect bacon, and you could type in cheat codes and turn into a bunch of different characters from random things. And earlier this year, we were looking through Newgrounds, and I saw that there is a Eddsworld game called Quest for Bacon. And I'm like, oh, I ripped that off when I was a kid? Which, I mean, I absolutely did, I'm sure, but I don't have like a specific memory of knowing that Eddsworld game existed. So I cannot confirm whether or not I directly copied that or not, or if it was a coincidence that I thought bacon would be a funny thing to make a game about. But I probably did just copy it. I remember you shared it with me on YouTube direct message when you finished it. Heck yeah. I remember there's an animator I love who makes this series called the Liosax. And I was such a big fan of his stuff, and I was so interested in like to this day I'm like annoyed by the fact that he really doesn't have any fans. But I used to talk to him sometimes on YouTube message. Man, I hope he doesn't ever find this stream. That'd be creepy. I don't know how he would. But I used to send him a few YouTube messages just like asking questions about how he animates and stuff, and he would answer them, and I would be like, oh my god, like this famous talented guy's talking to me. That's crazy. Now they don't have YouTube instant messaging anymore. That's been gone like forever. I think he says he never actually watched Eddsworld, but you're missing out. Eddsworld is a weird thing. I think I've already talked about this before, but like it's gotten a resurgence because of like TikTok and fandom stuff, I guess. But it's like it's been around forever, and it's been handled by like 3 different people. And I'm kind of I haven't caught up on the newest episodes that they made for it, or edisodes as they call it. But I know I got to do that soon, because you know whether or not the original man behind it is working on it anymore, because he passed away unfortunately. But no, it's always just charming stuff. They definitely, on the recent episodes that they've been doing, got like the older style of the series down really well. I always watched Tomska though. The animations were pretty good. Well, yeah, and all like animations that were on his channel are always like done by Ed, or like done by other friends. I think at least ASDF Movie 2 in particular, I think was entirely animated by Ed. I could be wrong about that, because I feel like he probably on other ones like it's probably a group effort between a bunch of different people. Don't get into Action Bunny stuff. Oh, I won't. We're not allowed. But I mean, you know, that's a nostalgic thing as well, I guess. And we had like laser collection back in the day. I'm like going on a tangent about this stuff now, but there was something I wanted to bring up when I was talking about Wizard 101, but now I forgot. So who cares? Wait, what on earth is this? Okay, you guys got to see this in-game version of Finn when I'm done with this drawing. Yeah, the laser collection was another type of thing back then that was very zany and memey and iconic. But the creator of those is like so embarrassed by those, or he's like so like bothered by the fact that that's what made him famous or something. He literally deleted the videos from his channel. They're not even unlisted on his channel. I think he just took them down. Because I mean, I even remember like back then when I was subscribed to him, like all his other videos would be like actual like film type stuff. Like he was like his school, college, like film school projects and stuff. So I could see why he would be bothered. I just drew the teeth on the wrong layer, didn't I? Darn it, they turned out so good. But you know, you can find re-uploads of those. Those are classics. And all stuff like that is a big reason why I draw like such such crude stick figure type stuff, because that's all I've ever cared to draw when as a kid. That's like all I ever put in my head, because that's all I was ever into, was like ASDF movie and Ed's World and all that stuff. You know, it's a weird point, but it's something that I think about a lot, is how so many people younger than me now are like incredible at drawing because they grew up being inspired by other people who were incredible at drawing. You know, they a lot of people grow up now watching anime and stuff, so like they learn how to draw their own stylized anime looks and stuff, and it's like amazing. And I grew up watching ASDF movie, and now all I can draw is this. That's the extent of my abilities. Interesting. There's my cultural analysis for the day. What? So in this where is it here? In this Finn and Jake picture, Finn has brown eyes, which is just literally incorrect. Canonically within the show, because they show Finn's pupils a single time, he has two different colored eyes. This one's blue and this one's green, or maybe it's the other way around, but I think this one's blue, this one's green. But I'll keep with what Fusion Fall set up there, and we'll give him brown eyes, even though that's not correct. Imagine getting mad about Fusion Fall's version of character design in 2021. Yeah, I guess I can just fill it up, and then gotta put a little white highlight here. There we go. I feel like he needs a tongue too, even if you don't really see it. Then blush, anime blush. He's not really blushing in the art, but it's cute. I like it. There we go. There's Finn, the human from Fusion Fall. Now we need to draw Jake. Although I guess I'll show this. This is Finn's in-game model from Fusion Fall. Never mind. That one doesn't work. There we go. This is Finn's in-game model from Fusion Fall. What the heck is this? Who thought this was a good design? Why is it so ugly? I don't know, man. it's so bad. It's just like, it's just the fact that, like, why is the face so stretched out? Why didn't they just make him look more normal? Like, why is he, like, his eyes are just a texture too, so it's weird. It's very dead. Okay, so let's do Jake now. Jake from Fusion Fall. See, these are good drawings because then I could put these on Twitter and remind people that Finn and Jake from Fusion Fall exist. I could just make we could just make like a meme post, be like, oh, today I remember Finn and Jake were in Fusion Fall, and now you have to remember too. Like, what? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Why is he standing? I don't want to look at this anymore. Okay. Jake's gonna be a little tiny. We can have him be standing because it's like horrifying. He's got a nose, jowls, and he's like so wrinkly. Like, I get that he's like an old character, but like this. So weird looking. His big hands are gonna go off screen because I ran out of space here. Okay, there. Pretend he's standing. He also needs a belly button. I'm gonna give him a belly button. We just, you know, what'll make this picture will be the details, like get some good disgusting looking wrinkles and stuff on him. Yellowish. Jake's a hard color. Like, yeah, he's like that. Some more wrinkles, because he has like a fur texture to him too. Like fur here. Kind of just looks like he's like a skeleton. This is punished Jake, tainted Jake. And he says these big, horrifyingly dead eyeballs. Eye glows really. Oh, he like looks like an alien. There we go. Maybe does he have eyebrows? Oh no, he has like this. There we go. That's good. There we go. I love Adventure Time. Let's just type out. Let's type that one out. Fusion Fall, Finn, and Jake. Can I change the alignment on this? I can't even do that. Boo. Can I drag it? Hello? There we go. There we go. Fusion Fall, Finn, and Jake. Perfect. That's our best drawing of the day. Sorry, drink water again. I forgot to mute. Let me just get up for 1 second so I can turn the light on in my room because now it is dark outside. Alright, we're back. You can fill like maybe one more page. Call it a night. Why did I thought the text like faded out at a different time than the rest of the image? You know, party god? Oh, I know where you're going with this. Hang on. Right? Or no, never mind. I thought Party God was in Fusion Fall. Oh well. Hang on, let's get some more. Let's just draw more Fusion Fall. Who cares? Who cares anymore? Powerpuff Girls in Fusion. Okay, hang on. But Frankie Foster in Fusion Fall is actually really cute. Okay, shoot, that's a good one. I mean, it's just an anime girl version of her. I mean, it works better because she's just a normal human. So good job on that one, guys. Ed and Eddie were in Fusion Fall. I don't think they have models though, and they weirdly look kind of good too. Courage, on the other hand, though, whoa, but they look weirdly good. They're just drawings here, so I don't know if they have models, but they look all right. There's actually some of these designs that don't look that bad. I'm kind of surprised. I mean, look at these. Were these all designs? These are like all good. Hoss Delgado is in it. Who's this supposed to be though? This Blossom. There's Mac. I mean, they made Mac. I mean, Mac is like a 10-year-old, but he looks like he's like 4 years old in that art. These aren't bad. Forgot her name. But I didn't know that she was in it either. Huh. Interesting. So anyways, we could draw Courage because he looked bad. I'm gonna have to look into this game now. Yeah. Okay. So this is Courage's like portrait art. Like what the? I mean, like I don't know. They could have just given him a different looking body. I think his face in this drawing at least looks pretty okay, but he's got like such a muscular body. Like I get it's like a dog, but I don't know. Jake didn't have a body like that. Very interesting. So how come Fusion Fall has more characters in it than what's it called? What's it? Punch Time Explosion. How come that crossover Smash Bros game that could have been a really interesting thing had significantly less characters than it seems like Fusion Fall had? Because it's not like Fusion Fall came out when Courage was still going. I don't know why he's here. Who invited him? But whatever. We'll draw him. Whoop. That's a One Piece character. Which one was a One Piece character, Guy? Oh, Noodle arrives just in time for Fusion Fall. Yep. The Candy Pirate, Sticky Beard. He looked all right. I think Sticky Beard looked okay in that. That's Juniper Lee, right? Juniper Lee is the girl. That's a weird show because like I don't have any particular memory of ever seeing that on TV, but it was definitely like from my generation. But I don't have any memory of Juniper Lee. I don't even think it's like a situation like as a kid I avoided the show because it was about a girl or something like that. Like I think it just really was never on for me or something. All I remember is seeing like the icon for it on the Cartoon Network website. It's kind of, I'm looking back and forth at the actual portrait of Courage here and trying to do something. Trying to make it look a little similar. Well, his snout, like his nose comes out like it covers his other eye. It's a little weird. Not good at drawing stuff like this. I'll pass with that. That's fine. So I was saying I could tell you a lot about Fusion Fall. Unfortunately, the game was canned in like 2014, and the fan revival was shut down because one dude got spiteful. One dude, like a hacker, or like just one, like a Cartoon Network person. I mean, that honestly though, it shut down in 2014. Like that still sounds like that was a long time ago, but that sounds way more recent than I would have thought. Yeah, I don't know if you were there for that, Noodle, but I was saying that I was interested in it just because it looked like, it was like, oh, it's like the Cartoon Network characters, but they're like adults or something. And I was like, that's so cool. But I didn't really understand the concept of a MMO. And you had to do like, there wasn't voice acting from what I remember anyways. So like, I didn't really understand what to do. You also had to install it and stuff, and I didn't know how to do things like that. But here we go. Let me tell you the story. Oh boy, essay incoming. But I want to know honestly because it's something that I miss out on, and it's something that like I don't know. People will make fun of the designs every once in a while, but like I never really see anybody like bring this up too much. But I know Noodle, you probably loved it because Ben 10 is involved. But I mean, again, some of those designs that I was just looking at, I'm like really surprised that they're like really cute, some of them. But then again, that part of that's also just like probably from how much I like anime nowadays. These arms turned out pretty good. These legs not so much, but I mean, the legs on the actual art don't look that good either. Don't worry about it. There we go. Big eyebrows, little wrinkles next to the eyebrows. There we go, not bad. And it's a little very wonky, but I wasn't trying too hard. And he's easy to color too, because he's just pink. Seems like just Courage is in it though, like not Muriel or anyone else. Flapjack's in it. That's Flapjack's in-game model. And Dark. Very smart. I'm really surprised that there's so many characters in it. Honestly, I had no idea that they put so many IPs in it. Okay, hang on. So Fusion Fall Retro was basically like Toontown rewritten, and it was going really well. It had the game and was at its prime. They even had their own updates made by the devs, completely original, and you were a beta tester for the original game. Oh. But Retro, one guy on the dev team had issues that were never used, or had ideas that were never used, mostly because they sucked, and he got, her words, not mine, if Retro shows up and watches this, and he got so tilted, he told Cartoon Network about the revival. See, now that you say that, I do feel like at some point I did hear that, like, Cartoon Network took it down or something. But I mean, how come Disney never took down Toontown and stuff like that? You think Disney would be the one to really go after people? Oh, CN already knew about it, but the guy said the dev team was full of bad people and money laundering. So that's how it got shut down. Well, that stinks. How the heck would they have been I mean, I don't really know money laundering works at all, but how would they be doing that with Fusion Fall rewritten? That's a sad story. It's sad that so much stuff is like that these days. Like I don't know what's going on at all, but the game Little Big Planet, which is a nice family-friendly Sony game that my brother and I played all the time, dedicated to making levels and sharing it with people. It's very old now, but it still has a dedicated fan base. But like something went down in like their Discord server or something, and some group of people hacked all of the servers, and now the game is not playable. And they're like, Sony's working on lawsuits and stuff, but the game has been completely unplayable online for the past like almost half the year now. It's really so unfair that petty stuff like that has to happen and ruin good stuff. But I'm glad to know the story now. And Tulip said earlier, you and I have the same Juniper Lee experience. I remember that it existed, but I don't think I ever saw it on TV. Yeah, exactly. Again, all I know about Juniper Lee is like the little icon for its page on the Cartoon Network website. But then other than that, like I feel like I've never seen an episode or anything like that. And I'm sure this is a natural thing too. Juniper Lee and Jake the American Dragon, those are the same show. Like those are the same show in my head. They have such an identical style. Like, what was Juniper Lee about? Was it like was it like witches or something, or was it like dragons also? Noodle back on the story. The whole thing got shut down. He basically said that he wasn't having fun with it, and no one could. And he went full Syndrome from The Incredibles. Yeah, that's a good character comparison, because there's a lot of Syndromes out there for sure. Wouldn't it suck if your favorite game was full of hackers and cheaters? Ha ha ha. That's an in joke from Blue Scout, because their favorite game is Team Fortress 2. Which I'm sure is in a very bizarre state as well. But here's our Courage. I mean, he should be... You can like shade him a little, I guess. Something just seems a little weird. Seems too naked, but like he is a dog, so it makes sense. By the way, there are 2 other versions of Fusion Fall still out there. They're just not as popular or multiplayer. Yeah, in this Google image search, I saw a logo. Yeah, there's Fusion Fall Legacy right here. Is that one of them? That's like an image that's It's here on Google. Let's give him a little bit of this going on. Oh no, it's on the wrong layer. Let's make it look like, you know, he's not totally weird looking. Put a little on his leg. And on his stomach. And on the other side of his face. There we go. There's courage from... This is the... Yeah, there we go. That's not too bad. Definitely the... I think really, like, if I could color it better, it would look a little closer. But that's pretty all right. Probably one of the only drawings that I've ever actually kind of tried on stream. How can you say that when Jake Long had 2 styles? Oh, you mean Jake the American Dragon? I only like vaguely know that. That's like a whole other topic. Is just like cartoons that you only vaguely know about because like some other person talked about them at some point. I guess I don't need to hide this layer actually. We can draw. Let's find like a good Fusion Fall anime girl we can draw. We haven't drawn any of the girl characters yet. What, Puffy, Ami, Yumi were in it? Are you kidding me? Well, I guess we're drawing them now. Maybe they weren't in it. Maybe they were just this poster. Man, what? Man, Cartoon Network had so many shows, huh? It really gets you realize, like, oh, somebody drew like Uncle Grandpa fan art. What the heck? This is a whole other world to be. But yeah, okay, we're drawing Puffy, Ami, Yumi now. But as anime girls. I don't know which one is which though. You know, let me go to Wikipedia page so I know which one's which. Okay, Yumi's the blue one. Okay. Then we'll draw the pink one, which is Ami. Their name just Ami. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, we'll work with that. They were only as posters, yeah. That's what it looks like. There's, I mean, maybe it's just fan art, but there's some sort of concept art thing here too. Oh, and Total Drama was in it, I think, or what was Total Drama in it as a fan made thing, or was it actually in it? Because I see Chris McLean on this Google search. Well, the show was so good. This was, unfortunately, I think this show fell into the category of it was about girls, so I didn't want to watch it when I was a kid. But now I look at it and I'm like, it looks cool. Did it go on for that long though? Anime eyes are so hard. Everybody can draw anime eyes so well. The eyes on this concept art are very, very circular. Oh, that's pretty okay. We'll fill in the detail later. I mean, definitely as a kid, I would have never known that this show was like based on the real band and everything too. I was kind of, I don't know if I was like particularly turned off by anime, but it's just like that wasn't something that that I understood as like a different art form or anything like that as a kid, for sure. Now every kid understands though, because TikTok basically. But when I was a kid, I just knew like Pokemon looked different and everybody had shiny eyes, but other than that, I want this one to look good, but can't draw. I can't draw anime. Yeah, it's okay, I guess. Just the way I draw, like I always want to have the hair going over face. Like I can never understand on like where to begin when I try to draw like an actual person. Sorry, I'm so focused. I gotta look at the chat. They wanted to add total drama, but Fresh TV sent a cease and desist. Very fun. I know Fresh TV just did that with like the fan made reboot thing that guy was doing on YouTube that I made a reaction video for. That's extremely disappointing. I don't know why they're so strict about it. Very weird. I guess maybe it's a Canadian thing. Let me draw a little more of this just so we can. Then we can read the chat. I don't really know where to go with this now that it started. Go, sure. Not really what I want, but. See, Tulip says, I did watch Puffy Ami Yumi when it was on TV, but right now the only thing I can remember about it is a video review where I saw a few years ago that said it was bad. Well, they're wrong. I don't know. They might be right. Maybe it didn't age well or something. I don't know. I feel like we need more cartoons that are music-centric. You know, the world, like, what do we got? Like, Central Park right now, and that's it? Like, are there any other shows with a big music focus anymore? Now that Steven Universe is over anyways. There was that Arlo the Alligator Boy thing that came out on Netflix. That's like a full-blown musical. And if I knew it was a full-blown musical, like, I would have watched it day one. And now I'm just gonna kind of put it on my Netflix list for the rest of eternity, like every other movie. But like the concept of being in a band, there's so much you could do with it, and yet mics that can clip onto my desk. That's on the list of things I need to do. So sorry about that if that was horribly loud. But yeah, I feel like there are a lot of shows about bands, but they all do the exact same things. I feel like there's a lot of potential in that. Hello, is it working now? There we go. Were you hearing me, or was it just like static? I'm sorry about that. Now it looks like it's working though. Hopefully, was it not working for a second there? I said I apologize. I dropped my microphone on myself. Cringe. You didn't hear it? Okay, so then it probably just turned off, or did you hear me talking still? Because on my sound wave thing, it was showing that it was just like peaking. I don't know if it was just visually bugging out or if I cut out. But whatever. Back to work. Back to work. Yeah, I was trying to say that we need more shows about characters who are in bands that don't use the same exact tropes that every single other thing where characters are in bands use. Basically, what I'm saying is I want every show to be like the anime K-On! And the world would be a better place if every show was. Okay, give her realistic human arms and hands. Yep, there's her hand. Everybody hates hands. I mean, that's backwards, right? Like, what does a hand look like? The thumb faces your body when you hold it backwards. There's not much band cartoons out there. Exactly. There's always like a band episode. Like I particularly remember Jimmy Neutron as like a talent show episode. I remember really liking that episode because of the focus on music it had or something. Like something about that episode. I was like, if it was ever on TV, I was like, oh, I gotta watch it. It's the talent show episode. I guess maybe just that too, like talent shows as like a trope is also one that's good. That I like. No, I don't know why that. His arm. See, this is one of those situations like the other arm looks good, and now you can never in a million years draw the other one as good. And you'll also keep accidentally making it too thick. There we go. Kind of. Maybe. Sure. We'll work with that because we can't spend 40 minutes on anime Fusion Fall Yumi, right? Is she no, she's Ami. Oops. Fake fan. You would think this would be one of those shows that you see a lot of fan art, like modern day fan art for, like I miss them, and then just like it's a super good like new interpretation of their look. Did that one lady on Twitter who works on Big City Greens, who draws like random fan art every day and gets like a trillion notes on everything she does, did she ever draw Puffyami Yumi? Because she should, and then people will talk about it. Nick, have you seen Equestria Girls Rainbow Rocks? Because I bet you would like it. Well, I bet I would like it. No, I'll put it on the list, but no. My experience with that franchise is just watching. I think we already talked about this before, but I for My Little Pony I watched. I didn't watch every episode, but like the last episode I think I watched was like when the wedding thing happened, and that was like a season premiere or season finale or something of just of Friendship is Magic, and then I never really knew what went on with the eventual spin-offs. But so are there like multiple different Equestria Girls shows? Or is it one of those situations where they change the title of the show in another season or something? Man, it's complicated. Oh boy. But first we had to have Fusion Fall explained to us. Now we gotta explain the Equestria Girls timeline. Yeah, but I mean, I'm glad though that like it seems like the Equestria Girl stuff like is good. I mean, like, and they made like a new Chibi thing or something too. I don't know. I haven't been following. They did make a movie though, which is on which like what I just said, like what I just said about Arlo. The My Little Pony movie has been on my Netflix watch list for like 2 years. I'll get to it. I know that movie's a musical too, so I know that I do actually have to watch it eventually. Equestria Girls isn't like a real TV show. Yeah, let me move my microphone just a little bit. Hang on a second. Sorry, I thought it was in my way. Equestria Girls isn't like a real TV show. It has 4 movies and a few 40-minute specials and like a million shorts. Okay. I didn't even know that because I mean it definitely gave me the impression that it was a TV show because of how much content I see for it, but that makes sense. That clears things up. For some reason my friends and I are way more obsessed with Equestria Girls than the main My Little Pony show. I don't know anything about the new stuff that came out after the show ended though. Oh, okay. Well, they did Equestria Girls sort of as the show was still on, right? Like that Equestria Girls became a thing even though the original Friendship is Magic was still running, or did that come after? But I don't know. I mean, like Equestria Girls has like a school setting, right? Does Friendship is Magic have like a school setting? Because I could see just by default like that, like a school being the setting, automatically making it a little more of something that you could get more into. I guess like there's more of a relatability factor in a way if it's about people going to school, whether or not there's freaking magic or whatever. It was during, yeah. If I don't, and Noodle said if I don't show up in chats because I'm playing Pokemon Snap. Well, I hope you're enjoying Pokemon Snap. That seems like a fun game. Maybe they'll announce Pokemon Snap DLC at E3. Ooh, but Noodle also said, also yes, Equestria Girls is good. Sunset Shimmer is amazing. I love her. You know what I do? Good Smile has some figures for. I mean, I guess it's. I don't know if it's supposed to be the Equestria Girls characters or if it's just like anime versions of the girls, but those are like really cute. I mean, they're making a Miku one now. Like, I mean, it's Miku with the little pony or whatever, but like, I think I've only seen the like Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy one, but those figures are really cute. Like those are some good figures. Now that I'm really into figures, those are good ones. And Rin also asked if I saw your Mukuro edit. I didn't yet. I'm sorry. I put it in my watch later, and I know I gotta watch it because I've been thinking a lot about Danganronpa lately. And I've been thinking so much about Danganronpa lately that last night I was having a dream where, like one of the characters was hanging out with me or something, and we were like at a mall. That was an interesting dream. It's one of those dreams where I woke up and then I was like upset that it was a dream because I was having such a nice time being with this fictional character. But then there was also like a part where we got captured by like the military or something. I don't know what's going on there, but you know, that's what happens in dreams. Well, those eyes turned out pretty okay, actually. Maybe they'll announce Kid Icarus at E3. Maybe, I hope one day. Listen, Noodle, it's trending. I was talking, that's like the first thing I talked about on stream. It's trending right now. It you know, probably won't happen, but I mean, at least there's other people who want it besides us two and everybody in our writers group. Okay, so now we need to do anime eyes, which is very difficult. And then Noodle saying Miku Pony. Tulip said yes. The figures are the Equestria Girls designs, but they're a bit more anime-ified. I saw one in person once, and it was bigger than I expected. And Guy says, I need sleep. Good night, everybody. Good night, Guy. Thank you for joining. I hope you get some nice sleep, and I hope you have a good dream that isn't a very weird one. Or maybe it could be a weird one, but like it could be a weird one that's not scary, at least. You know, that would be good. I'm gonna remind me to like look at those figures after those pony figures after the stream. And by that I mean I guess remind myself too. But it is like are those like super premium figures? Because I know that some figures are huge. Like because I got so into them lately. These look like lips. These shapes they drew their eyes. I'm following the anime figures subreddit, and there's some figures that are like ginormous. It's crazy. It's like what like some like that wouldn't fit on my shelf. Even like this. I don't even have that many right now. I have a lot pre-ordered that are coming out, but I guess they're probably all gonna get delayed because of pandemic stuff. Because my Chiaki Danganronpa one already got delayed, and then I have 2 ordered of Rena from Higurashi When They Cry. Those will probably hopefully not be delayed, but they probably will. But I just have right now I kind of just have 2 very old ones I got used. I have a Yui Hirasawa from K-On! And then a Haruhi Suzumiya one. And even just they're bigger than I expected. They're not, I mean, they're like normal sized, I guess, but they're still like way bigger, way higher fidelity than I would have expected. That's what definitely makes me like these figures so much, is that they look so good. Did I just put that on this? What layer? Is this the layer with the eyes? Okay. Then I wanted to do this. Yeah, then we can make this kind of transparent. Yeah, okay. And she has glitter. Whoops. I feel like I'm making a Miitopia me doing all this anime nonsense. But my new thing now that I have a job, so I somewhat have money that I can use irresponsibly, I'm very invested in collecting things, because I want to create a nice YouTuber background for my room that is both satisfying to film when I eventually feel confident and have a camera to film myself, but also just so I could wake up in the morning and like turn my head and be like, whoa, look at all those stupid, useless, like Gravity Falls pins that I own. That makes me happy to own that. Clarification, I don't own any Gravity Falls pins. Although my friend did give me a really cool Bill Cipher pocket watch. That doesn't work. It does not work. But it's very cool. Maybe it needs maybe I gotta look inside of it or something to fix it. Where it needs to be filled. I would also say, because we're approaching 9 o'clock, this is probably our last drawing of the day. And I apologize for the fact that I spent. I mean, I don't have to apologize. You know, this is what I want to do, is try to draw more elaborate things, even though this one doesn't look too elaborate, but it's still a little cute. But I did spend a lot of time on this. Does she have the thing where kinda, I feel like I should do that, just because the anime thing where they have shines on their skin for some reason. There we go. Yeah, that looks okay. Oh, she has like a belt that I did not draw. Hang on, no, I need to make this little zipper thing go down all the way because both sides of her dress are different colors. Whoops. Wrong layer, as per usual. Okay, I think my mom is watching a movie or something, but I swear from somewhere in my house I just heard like the Half-Life 2 like death beeping noise. Or to me it's the Gary's Mod death beeping noise because I never played Half-Life myself, but I will someday. So yeah, I just heard the Gary's Mod beeping sound from somewhere in my house. I'm also glancing back at this here Google image search. There's a Puffy Amiyumi DS game apparently rated E10 plus. Oh my god, E10 plus. What the heck goes on in that game? Yeah, that's pretty much what the dress looks like. Here's a little bit, little thing here. I'm glad we were able to turn this into a Bizarro Fusion Fall discussion stream, though. That was fun. These were fun. These were fun things to draw. Cause I came into the stream today without any ideas for things to draw, but these last few little zany Fusion Fall things are definitely enjoyable. And she should like the anime thing where they just have a bottom lip for some reason. Yeah, she has that. Although I guess it's like her skin color. It's not black. She could have like makeup a little bit, just like a little pink here. Maybe there too. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's cute. Yeah. Then her, I didn't use symmetry ruler. Okay. I think these need to be a little thicker. Oh, whoops, wrong layer. Because then she has like super, really little eyelashes. These are definitely like every detail I'm noticing on this like actual portrait of her that I'm using for reference. Like it's like it's all like Miitopia makeup assets. Like I'm gonna go and make these. I'm gonna go and make Fusion Fall characters in Miitopia after this. Also, there's a little bit of. Hello. What even layer? That's not even like where. So that's where the outline is. I like lost where the outline is. A little bit of that. And then just some sort of shading, like a little bit, just to make it look fancier. That looks nice. Thank you very much. This is Ami. This is the anime Fusion Fall version of Ami from Puffy Amiyumi. This is the kind of content we come here for. Her hair in the official art is like much more saturated. I made it a little too pastel-y, but it's fine. We gotta give her shininess. My favorite part of drawing, adding like completely useless little shine marks to make it look fancier. And then a little bit of shading on the hair too, just because this is like behind, so it should be a little darker. So you can tell I'm talking less because I'm focused now. There we go. That's fair. The bud. Don't look at the body. Let's just look at the top half of it. the hands and the incomplete bottom ruin it. Oh, she has eyebrows and a little flower as well. Hang on, before we write her name, we gotta get those. Those are important details. She has little eyebrows like this, apparently. And then a flower here. Oh, that's actually conveniently the color I wanted, but no, we want to draw the flower. Like we're a second grader drawing a flower, but it's stylish, okay? It works. It's actually yellow. So. There we go. Now, where? Hang on, one more thing. One more thing. We need the default anime little blush right there. No, that looks weird actually. Let's do that. It's either you got to put a blush or a band-aid like on the nose bridge, or else it's just not a good drawing. It's like the rule apparently, and I mean it works. Sometimes adding that makes stuff look really cute. There we go. So this is. Let's double check. Ami, yes, okay. More saturated. There we go. Ami, but then we make the. Ready? Check this out. We make the dot on the eye. We make it the flower, and it's like, what? That's cute. No way. And then we do like one of these. Yeah, although that looks weird. It's kind of hard to tell that that's supposed to be. There we go. Ta-da. You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. Like, let's merge the layers, copy it. And then, whoops, what the, her eyes, ah! Merge the layers, copy her. And let's keep them unmerged just because I had so many and I don't want to like accidentally like if I want to go back to the drawing to make it look a little better or something. Keep those layers. And there we go. Our final drawing of the night, our cute anime Fusion Fall Ami. Very good. There we go. I'm glad we were able to go on that weird rabbit hole of Fusion Fall, because that gave us some good drawing stuff. Maybe we'll use that as drawing material for tomorrow night as too. But let's take a look at what we did today. Oh, I guess too. Do I have that open here? That's what I'm looking at on Google might be fan art. Oh no, it looks like it's the exact same thing. So this was our reference for anime Ami here. This is just a great drawing. Whoever these probably now completely uncredited original Fusion Fall artists are, they did a good job on some of these designs. So there we go. That's cute. Here's our This is our intro drawing. June 2nd. Can you believe it's June already? I didn't even say that at the start of the stream, but that's whack. And we drew Tommy Pickles, and then Tommy Pickles looked a lot like cheese, so we drew cheese. And then, oh yeah, and then seeing that they were Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends Funko Pops, I drew Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls as a Funko Pop. And then we learned that there actually are Powerpuff Girls Funko Pops made for the reboot show. And there's a, where is it? There's a Golden Hymn Funko. I can't believe I clicked on that first try. There's a Golden Hymn Funko Pop that's not even available on eBay. So this is like definitely like $1,500. So if you happen to have a Golden Hymn Funko Pop, like go sell that thing right now. Then we drew Double D as per requested, and then we drew Double D in 2020. 2020 was last year though, huh? So that's weird to think about. Then we drew Fred Fredburger, and we drew Finn and Jake from Fusion Fall. This Jake is terrible. Like this, it's just. Where's the picture? There he is. Again, I clicked it. First try. Like what? What is that? Why does he look like that? And then is that Finn's eyes? What is that layer? Oh, I guess that's Ami's eyes actually. Then we have Courage from Fusion Fall and Ami from Fusion Fall. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. That was a good time. I'm glad I figured out things to draw. Some of those turned out pretty darn good. So thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I'll be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. To do more of this. Probably will be doing more. I don't know. I mean, maybe we'll turn the tables a little bit. We could draw like some Disney and Nickelodeon cartoons, because I feel like I do put a lot of emphasis on doing Cartoon Network stuff around here. So maybe we can mix that up, or we could just do whatever the heck we want. I don't know. I would like to at some point have a stream where I'm just like drawing my old OCs or something, so we can look forward to that. I know we can info dump about all the nonsense original ideas I've had in my head for years. But again, thank you guys very much for joining today. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And hope to see you there. And I hope you have a nice night or day or whatever, depending on your time zone. Thank you.
Bruh.